Okay, so welcome everyone. Today, I know people will keep joining, so let Dr. Mahanand, who is in the Fishery Institute in Agartala, he will be giving a talk on bioflocking, which is a new topic for me. Actually, I'm very interested. So without further ado, let me request him to get started. And if you want to introduce yourself briefly, that should be fine. I'll request others to please mute for half an hour. Then we can unmute and engage with him. So with that, yeah.
Good evening to all of you. I am very privileged and happy that today I am in front of our alumni to deliver one of the tea talk, which is one of the most important talk for all of us. And I hope people will join very soon. Myself, Dr. Sudhansu Shekhar Mahanand, I completed my B.Tech in 2005 from College of Agriculture, Engineering and Technology. Then I joined B.Tech in IIT Kharagpur in Aquaculture Engineering specialization. After completion, I worked for 1 year for Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change as a junior consultant in New Delhi. Then in 2012, 2008, I joined as research scholar. I enrolled PhD by MHRD fellowship. Then from 2012, I continue my teaching job as assistant professor in this Central Agriculture University under where College of Fisheries is there in Tripura, where I am working now. Now I am currently associate professor in fish processing technology and engineering division. So I am very thankful to our coordinator who has given me opportunity to share some of my small work, that small research that I will definitely try to share you, sir. Thank you. I am sharing my screen. ये करेंगे क्या? ये कर देंगे ना? ये करेंगे? हाँ, उसमें क्लिक करिए. ये तो खुला है पीपीटी.
शेयर करिए ना पहले, तब उसमें शेयर होगा. ठीक है. हाँ, अभी आप पीपीटी को ओपन करिए.
पीपीटी कहाँ गया? ये तो यहाँ चला गया. पीपीटी कहाँ गया?
पीपीटी उसको ऊपर करिए सर. इसको पकड़ के. हाँ, ये पीपीटी.
असल ये आ रहा है क्या?
लिखिए.
किसमें? इसमें जाऊँ?
Is it visible? लिखिए.
Sir, it is visible?
पीपीटी.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
इसको कैसे मिनिमाइज करना?
इसको मिनिमाइज. हाँ, इसको वहाँ पे मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए. इसको मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए. सबसे ऊपर में. ऊपर ये वाला देखिए तो.
No, now it is something else. We can't. The previous one was good. That one.
It's okay, sir.
Yes.
It is okay. You continue. It is okay. You continue.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, sir. So, my topic is your application of Biofloc technology for sustainable aquaculture development. So, basically, sir, we will think about the aquaculture means we have to know about the fish. Why we will go for aquaculture? Because this is the important source of dietary protein, particularly excellent source of omega-3 and different type of soluble vitamins, and also it is having very good source of important minerals. So for that reason we are thinking about the fish. So we think about the aquaculture. So there are a lot of fish benefit. If we consume fish, we will always be healthy, and lot of things happen with the fish due to their number of vitamin and minerals and omega fatty acid available in fish. We can keep our heart healthy, so cardiovascular protection is there, anti-hypertension, diabetes, arthritis, improved brain function, so many numerous health benefit are there. For that reason, we are saying that we are now concentrate about the aquaculture, which is a very cheap source of protein from where we will get. And if you will think throughout the globe, average annual growth in fish consumption since 1961 to 2017, now it is 2024. So around maximum in those time 3.1%, but annual population growth rate is 1.6% from 1961 to 2017. And fish consumption increased 9 kg per capita in 1961 to 20.5 kg in 2018. It is also now expected to around 21 kg now, fish consumption. And if you go to, before I'm starting, I am telling about the global scenario, why we are shifting to new method of technology to achieve our goal. For that reason, I am telling some of the global or Indian context, the production. So total production now is 177.8 million metric ton, around 406 billion US dollar value. So particularly in capture fishery, where we are using our river, your other facilities in inland, 11.5 million metric ton, and marine sector 78.8 million metric ton. Whereas in aquaculture, we also have inland sector 54.4 and marine sector 33.1 million metric ton. So average aquaculture growth during 2001 to 2018 is 5.3%, and it is expected to reach in 2025 around 6.2%. So we have a lot of challenges. Our target is around 205 million metric ton in case of 2030. So we have to increase our production. So if you see, so global share is around 90% global share is from Asia. So India and China is one of the important two states. They are first and second in aquaculture production is concerned. So this sector is tremendously increasing day by day. Another thing is human consumption. Around 156 million metric ton we consume the fish, whatever the fish or any aquatic things are available. Other things like aquatic algae is around 36 million metric ton, and non-food usage 22 million metric ton. So basically, in order to keep the demand, in order to increase the market value, and also we have to feed our, in India 140 crore people, around 80% people are taking fish in India, and the consumption rate is increasing linearly day by day. Nowadays those people are not taking fish, they are also now eagerly taking the fish due to its numerous health benefit and also cheap availability. So we have to intensify our farming system. As you know, whatever the farming system we practice, particularly general farming system where production area is area dependent, there is no risk, less sensitive, poor urban compatibility, low management needs, and antibiotics or chemicals are used. Whereas in intensive farming system, production is technology dependent. We have high risks, but our profit is also high. It is highly sensitive, urban capitable, high management needed. But in case of intensive farming system, what we are discussing today, Biofloc or RS, whatever the things are there now in intensification, they are chemical is no use of chemicals and antibiotics. So what is basically Biofloc? This is a high density intensive culture of fish in special biological activated environment, symbiotic relationship between your fish and the bacteria. So that is basically the Biofloc system. What happened? In this Biofloc system, no chemicals, no antibiotics is used. Also, we can reduce the feed input, and also we increase the immunity system of the fish. So numerous advantage. Later on also we will discuss about the numerous advantage of Biofloc system. So it is spatial biological activated environmental symbiotic relationship between the fish and the bacteria. So bacteria will come to picture, which will give you the natural food for the fish. So working principle, particularly when you will have the feed, definitely we have a water body, we are applying feed. All feed will not eaten by the fish. Around 30 to 40% feed is unused, and it will create pollution in the water body. That is your ammonia nitrate and nitrite in the form. So that create the pollution in the water body. Even if our fish will excreta also ammonia rich. If we will provide some carbon source may be anything: wheat flour, maize, molasses, whatever, rice flour, whatever we carbon source it will provide. And if we give aeration or flocculation, we can take place, then there is a heterotrophic bacteria will come, and that is basically the Biofloc. Biofloc is nothing but the conglomeration of algae, bacteria, zooplankton, etc. It is the mixture of all those things. So that is the actual thing. And this is just one cycle I am telling. So how these things happen, particularly this ammonia nitrogen level is increasing, convert to nitrate and nitrite. Then if we will put proper amount of carbon nitrogen ratio, if we will maintain, if we provide carbohydrate source, then Biofloc or microbial protein will be developed, and that things fish will consume. After consuming, fish will give excreta, definitely fecal matter, definitely it will have, so waste will be produced, then cycle will continue. So continuously, if we will monitor our water quality and we can monitor the carbon nitrogen ratio, we will supplement the carbohydrate source inside the culture tank or inside the system. Then we are continuously removing the nitrogen and conversion of nitrogen into microbial floc. That is basically the heterotrophic bacteria will come into the picture, and that natural feed, what Biofloc, that will be consumed by the fish. So it is a continuous cycle if we will monitor all those things. So here also one same principle where we can add carbohydrate where ammonia enriched water is there, then we can give flocculation to them. Aeration we are continuously providing, then automatically microbial protein will develop, and that microbial protein will reduce the ammonia concentration when it will grow, and water quality will be maintained, and it will give the natural food source to the fish. So just suppose this is one, just from your kind information, this is one schematic calculation how we produce the Biofloc to remove the nitrogen excreta in an intensive aquaculture pond. Suppose 50 kilogram fish per meter cube is there. So we are culturing in a tank, suppose FRP tank or any tank. So 50 kg per meter cube pond, we are putting 50 kg of fish, our fish density 50 kg. So as a layman or aquaculturist, we are providing daily feeding of 2% on fish weight. So around we are feeding 100 gram feed per day per meter cube. Then out of 100 gram, on an average, 30% of fish food is protein. So daily amount of protein dosed in the pond is 300 gram protein. Out of 300 gram protein, we know 16% of protein is nitrogen. So that comes to 48 gram. And on an average, 75% of total feed nitrogen ends up in water due to ammonification of unused fish or excretion by a culture species. For that reason, the 48 gram nitrogen become 36 gram nitrogen. Then many esteemed author, particularly the father of Biofloc, Ovin Millage, and many people have they worked on this. If we maintain carbon nitrogen ratio 10, 1:10, then the daily amount of organic carbon become 36 gram to 360 gram. So around 50% is dry matter. So daily dose of organic compound calculated is 720 gram. So when we are putting 720 gram, then our flocculation will be take place and continuously within the culture system. This calculation is within the culture system where fish is there and we are providing carbohydrate and biofloc produce within the culture system, as well as our feed also we are providing. And suppose how to produce the inoculum. Suppose there is no fish. There is a lot of people you have seen how we produce a biofloc. Simple one bucket you can bring and you can produce the biofloc. Take 50 liter of capacity of drum to 20 liter of water. Continuous vigoration aeration you can provide. Then add 50 gram of probiotic, 10 gram of yeast, 50 gram of ammonium chloride. Then add some bottom soil. You have to maintain the pH at 25 gram. This is a calculation where we can make the floc, that is the ex situ floc formation. Externally floc we can produce without any fish excreta. We are taking some of the ammonium chloride and some probiotics and some yeast or any other source we can taking, and we are adding some molasses or carbohydrate source. It may be your carbohydrate in the form of your wheat flour, maize, anything, your propeca, whatever may be. So we can externally also, without culture unit also, we can produce the floc. So there are numerous advantages of this technology. Particularly, it is a eco-friendly culture system. There is no environmental impact. It reduces environmental impact, as I told, judicious use of land and water. Where there is a northeastern region, you don't have so much land, you will not get so much big water bodies. So a small area, people can culture apply this technology and culture the fish. Higher productivity, it enhance survival rate, growth performance is better. Feed conversion is the culture system of fish is also there, and also higher biosecurity. That is also one of the important thing, higher biosecurity. Reduce water pollution and mitigate the risks of introduction of spread of pathogens. It utilizes the protein-rich feed and cost of standard feed. So we can significantly reduce the cost of fish. As I earlier told in my slide, that when flocculation takes place, when carbon nitrogen ratio we can have 1:10. So in that time, what happened? When floc formation taking place, so 2-3 weeks continuously floc is there. So in that period, when floc formation, say we are using the EMOP cone to measure the floc volume. So that time, what we will do, we can significantly, we will not give 2% body weight of the feed, we can give 1% or something. When floc is there, we control it for few days, 1 week, we will not feed the feed. So that will be advantage. We can reduce 20, 30, 40% feed. And some fish health indicator. Before going to that, what are the different parameters mostly for measuring the fish health, for measuring the fish? So one is your specific growth rate, that is expressed in percentage. So ln of final weight by initial weight by the culture period, how much culture period, then we will final weight by initial weight of that into 100. If we will go, then we can know the specific growth rate. Feed conversion ratio, how much feed applied by total weight gain of the fish, then we can have the FCR value. Then protein efficiency ratio, net weight gain of fish by amount of protein fed, then net fish yield kg per hectare we can express. For small area also we are taking the amount, and we can just enhance the production in case of dividing by the surface area of the culture tank. So these are some important parameters whenever we will think about any aquaculture technology. We have to think about this parameter. We have to consider why we will culture any species. So in India and its neighboring country, particularly Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh. So Indian major carp, if you will know, everybody know IMC. Indian major carp is one of the most important preferred species for farmer. Farmer will get lot of money through IMC because its market value is more and consumer preference is always met. Katla, Rohu, Mrigal, we are telling, or other minor carp also there. So my focus of my research was that I focused on IMC culture, because if you will go to market, 90% people, they want IMC. So for that reason, we have, when we started our research, we have thinking how much IMC we can culture, whether this Biofloc technology can be applicable to IMC. Say duration of experiment is 90 days. We have taken 45 aquarium of 50 liter capacity, and average fish weight is 30 gram. So different treatment we have taken. We have artificial feed, commercial feed, then flock produced from outside exclude, and dry flock and fish feed. Different combination we have taken, and also different health parameters like specific growth rate, feed conversion ratio, protein efficiency ratio, net fish yield, water quality parameter. All those parameter has been checked. So that is the experiment we have designed for that reason. And this is one aquarium, our experimental trial, where we have conducted our experiment. Here you can see nitrite, and ammonia. These are the total ammonium, nitrogen, nitrate, nitrite. These are the important water quality parameter. Every week, twice, we are monitoring. Sometimes, if it is necessary, every day also we are monitoring, having some standard method. So you can see sudden jump, sudden peak and sudden lowering the water quality is basically, it is due to water exchange. So our permissible limit of the water quality for IMC, that 1 ppm, 1 milligram per liter. If ammonia or 10 concentrate, total ammonium nitrogen concentration exceed 1 ppm, then we will go for water exchange. So after water exchange, we will 50% water generally we go for exchange for experimental purpose. For farm, big farm or some farm, every day people will exchange 5%, 10% depending upon the intensification of their culture. So these are some counter plot we got from our experimental design, different growth parameters, specific growth rate, and FCR, PER. And this is the run, 15 different run. As I earlier told, feed, dry flock, and wet flock. Feed is the commercial feed. Dry flock, after harvesting the flock, then we go for oven drying and or sun drying also sometimes, and wet flock, where we are directly harvesting the flock in liquid form, say 98% moisture content. Then we are putting in the experimental tank for feeding the Indian major carp. So we have found that in 50% commercial feed and 50% wet flock, our net yield is more. Net yield is around 2006 kg. So FCR value is also some extent lowest. So we got in a small aquarium tank for IMC, we recommended 50% feed as well as 50% weight flock. And also we harvested and dry the flock. These are the harvested flock, and we will dry the flock, and then we go for their analysis, nutritional analysis, proximate analysis. Whatever the crude protein in Biofloc, we get 35%, and whatever the commercial feed we are using in the experiment, that is 30%. So whatever the flock we are producing, here 35% crude protein is there. Apart from this, different minerals, vitamins, which is most important for the growth of IMC, all those things are available in Biofloc. So that is also a nutritionally viable things for fish. It will compete to the commercial feed. Then fatty acid analysis also we have done for Biofloc as well as the feed. We use this different important fatty acid also available in the Biofloc, which is give continuous growth and care of the health of the fish. Apart from that, we have gone for electron microscopic study, scanning electron microscopic study. So whatever the flock we have, that flock we are isolated and we go for electron microscopic study, and we found that around the flock size is 10 to 100 micron. And as I told you, this is a conglomeration of algae, bacteria, and zooplankton. Different shape, rod shape, spherical algae, microtubular, different things are available in the SEM image, and that we will think there is no things we get from this image that which is harmful to the fish, and this will give continuous feeding to the fish. Another experiment also we conduct, we intensify our system, say 1,000 liter. After 50 liter experiment, we have conducted the 1,000 liter for same IMC. Here we have 3 different treatment. In situ Biofloc, where continuously within the culture system we are producing Biofloc, and ex situ Biofloc system, where we are just feed 50% fish feed and 50% weight flock. So 3 different treatment we have taken, and our stocking density is 25, 50, and 75 numbers of fish per meter cube, and we have fixed you can say 30, 30, and 40. Katla, Rohu 40, Mrigal 30, and Katla 30. So that ratio we can fix 25 number, 50 number, and 75 number in 1,000 liter capacity of 27 tanks. And average fish size we have kept 15 gram. So these are some experimental tanks. Till lot of experiment is going on, and also we are monitoring the water quality. As earlier experiment also I described the total ammonium nitrogen, nitrite. So this water quality parameter, when it exceeds the permissible limit, particularly total ammonium nitrogen exceeds 1 milligram per liter, then we go for 50% water exchange, and whatever water exchange during the period we get the Biofloc, that Biofloc we are harvested and we used for feeding. And important thing, for 90 days culture period, how much time we exchange the water. So water exchange day, this is the water exchange day, say where 25 number per meter cube treatment, we have control 4 times we have exchanged the water, in situ 3 times, externally added 2 times, that is 63 days, number of days, 63 days it reached the permissible limit, after that 85 days it reached the permissible limit. Like that, in this water exchange, you can see in externally added Biofloc system, the treatment where water exchange day is less. We have less water exchange. And in our experiment, we find out that 25 numbers per meter cube where we stock 15 gram fish, we got highest 155 gram of fish in 90 days culture period. Said in high stocking density, around 95 gram fish we got, where 75 number of fish is there. Definitely Katla weight is more compared to this Rohu as well as Migal. And the same thing like specific growth rate in case of this high stocking density, externally added biofloc system is very good compared to other. Then in case of your FCR, feed conversion ratio, where the lowest stocking density FCR is below 2. But in external added biofloc system, FCR is always good. If low FCR is there, 2 to 3 FCR is there, the system is viable. Feed conversion ratio should be between 2 to 3. And another thing is that protein efficiency ratio, they are also in externally added biofloc system, our protein efficiency ratio is also quite good. And these are the yield. Definitely where we stock more fish, we get the more yield. We have just diverted to the hectare per hectare capacity. So we convert this. So in externally added biofloc system, where lowest stocking density is also there, the net yield is more. And in high stocking density, definitely net yield is more compared to the control as well as in situ system. So in 75 number per meter cube, our system is working hard and we got high stocking in case of in situ, externally added biofloc tank compared to in situ. And whatever the nutritional advantage we got by determine different profile, fatty acid and your proximate, this biofloc was found to be quite suitable for INC. So we are not recommending that 100% you can replace the feed to biofloc. Some of the part, 50% also if you replace, then also some game changing will be there. And also whatever the different things community present, microorganism community present in biofloc, that is mainly protozoa, rotifera, bacteria, it will give continuous natural food within the system and this will help the fish to grow. So this technology is very viable to IMC also. And now we are just thinking after the what recent, just now in practical oriented things I am just telling. I am not the economist, but just trying to highlight some of those things. So different components, particularly any business or any culture system or any technology, if you will adapt, there is a risk is also there. And
Are you frozen?
Network is too, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, he joined back. You are muted. You are muted. You are muted.
Now you can see.
Yes.
You are seeing my slide or just what?
It's up to you. If you want to show your
Can
slides,
you-
that's fine. Or you can talk. Doesn't matter.
You can see my slide or not, sir?
No, we cannot see your slide.
Okay, sir. I'm just 1 minute.
Okay.
Now it is coming, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Not in slideshow mode.
Okay. Yes, now you can see.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So sorry, this disturbance always happen because electricity is a big problem. Now heavy rainfall is going on outside. Anyway, I'm trying. So we have to see the fish feed and feeding also, capital cost, construction and maintenance of these things is always essential. For that reason, we will have this. So just for single unit, say 10,000 liter capacity tank, if we will consider, our capital cost is around maximum 45,000, running cost is around 20 to 50,000, and initial total cost per cycle is around 50 to 95,000, and preceding total cost cycle is 20 to 50,000. So mostly, if we run a single unit, our harvest is around 400 to 1000 kg per annum. So our return should be minimum 1 lakh to 5 lakh. A layman also, if he will follow this technology systematically, he has earned around 2 to 3 lakhs definitely. Because lot of our students and some dropout students, we train them, we are guiding them without any remuneration. We are continuously monitoring these people to adopt this technology, particularly in northeastern region in Manipur and Tripura. Also, some people have they gained this technology, and that we train them, and they are successfully doing the business. So some of the people to whom we trained during the COVID period, particularly after the COVID, a lot of problem happened in Northeast where you don't have so much avenue. So government is only giving some rice, but young fellow, how they compensate their daily money, where they will get. So few people, they concentrate on aquaculture, particularly this technology. So some of person like this person will get 200 kg in a one single 10,000 liter capacity production. Then another person, that is our Bikram Singh, he has got 100 kg. That is anabas, one of the fish, popular fish in Northeast, that he has culture. Only in 4.5 months he got. Another person who is now successful person, in 5 months he got 200 kg of tilapia by one unit. So that also one of our achievement, that we are providing technology to them and we are training to them. And this is Noren Thava Singh. In our first batch only during COVID period, we trained them, same person also use and get production 170 kg per 10,000 liter capacity. And this is our experimental tank, and we have now just constructed our experimental tank. We have 10,000 liter capacity, 20 units. So nowadays we are trying to make it more commercial viable as well as the research. So people will come and see and adopt this technology for sustainable growth of aquaculture. So as I told you, many times what happened, when flock formation is there also, so after sometimes flock becomes settled down. So in that time what happened, our water quality parameter is exceeding the permissible limit. So the modified system can be developed. Particularly now we are working about the combination of Biofloc and RS system. And whatever the harvested flock, such as system could be used for producing feed. In this way, the cost of the feed can be further brought down, leading to more profit. Both combining aquaponics, ornamental fish culture, and biofloc technology is an effective method for promoting horticultural crops as well as aquaculture in rural areas. If we combine aquaponics with this system, then very effective for small scale marginal farmer can also produce both those things in aquaponics. He can get the vegetable also as well as he can culture the high price ornamental fish, so that will be very beneficial. And as I told you, I'm now working in this area. Now I am trying to integrate the recirculating aquaculture system as well as the biofloc system and also aquaponics. 3 systems at a time, it will work. Not a single drop of water can be wasted. After the permissible limit, whatever the ammonium concentration will reach to 1 ppm, then water will directly we send to the RAS unit. That water will be clarified, and then that water we can use further for this biofloc unit. So there is no need to exchange the water, as well as we don't think there is no worry about the permissible limit of different water quality. So this system we are working. Also, we are trying to get the biofloc separator. We want to make a biofloc separator. So we connect all the tank, and when the floc is high, when lot of floc formation takes place, so in that time we can harvest some of the floc and we can make it dry form. And sometimes many people are research is going on commercial feed. We are using the protein, particularly animal protein. Say so, some extent 20 to 30% we can replace the biofloc with that commercial feed. That also one of the venture. So feed cost can be significantly reduced. Many people are now working. We are also working for large scale. If we will produce, then only our economical viability will be there. But definitely the economics will be definitely be succeeded. So these are some reference. So thank you. Due to some unnatural problem, I am just thanks all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Mahanand. This was interesting. I will now open it up for anybody to engage with you. We have actually 15 minutes left, and I understand that we lost a few minutes. So before I ask you a question, I'll see if anybody else has a question for you.
Mr. Mahanand, I want to know whether cage farming is being done in our state. Cage
farming is already started, sir. As you know, our state in Hirakud, cage farming is, they have started some cages, and problem is that the feed, whatever the feed they are providing, that feed is not so much viable actually. For cage, we have to think about different type of feed, because it should not be soluble in the water. So there is a issue. I have visited some of the cages, and it is successfully going on, and hope after a few days in some place of our near Sekhar also, Central Institute of Central Marine Institute, they will give some cage in Sekharpur also, Sekharpur Chandi in Puri Sea Beach. So that also we'll think about this, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Mahanand.
Sir.
Good evening, Dr. Mahanand. It's Lakshmi Bhai from Kolkata.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First of all, congratulations for a very good talk, very informative talk.
Thank you, sir.
One thing I just want to ask, the unit cost and the profit you have shown in this type of culture, that there is a wide variation actually. If you see in that slide you have shown, the production will be from 400 to 1000, as I remember.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the profit around 10,000 to 50,000 or 1 lakh to 5 lakh.
1 lakh to 5 lakh.
So why such a huge variation? It is due to different type of fish or something else?
Sir, different type of fish and stocking density, sir. People, those have highly, they stock high stocking density, then they will definitely get the highest yield.
No, but thing is that
Sir,
My question
please.
is, for a
Sir.
particular volume,
Sir.
why should I decrease the stocking density? I should naturally opt for the highest one. Yes or not?
No, sir. This system, when we are taking optimum level for any fish is not till that people are finding out.
Okay.
Anybody will not say that 10,000 liter we can stay 500 or 1,000 number. So some fishes like hardy fishes like tilapia, in any polluted water also tilapia will survive. So there is a range we are mentioning particularly.
So another query based on your experience,
Sir.
this thing is particularly suitable for any particular type of fish, or it is suitable for every type of fish? Because I have seen
No, not suitable for every type of fish.
Practically, I have seen in Bhadrak area,
Sir.
some people have started this. They are only cultivating singi and magur, not others.
Yes, catfish.
With a fear that other fish will not survive. I don't know why. What is the truth?
Actually, sir, I am telling you, singi and margu, these are the different type of catfish that people are doing many people are doing singi, magur, arabos, and your tilapia. We are concentrated on Biofloc because we cannot expect that 500 up to 500 gram, 400 gram, we can wait in the Biofloc tank. After it will reach to somehow 2 to 250 grams, then we can send to the grow out pond. So whatever the grow out pond, it will take say 6 months for 1 kg. It will reduce to 4 months for growing 1 kg. So that is the thing. And when lot of fish is there, competition will be more, and also some problem is there. Disease also there. No doubt there is definitely this system mortality is less. Still, thing is that whatever the big size fish, some gill infection, some people are reporting, we are thinking. So up to 2 to 205 gram, 250 gram, if we grow in the tank, then we are sending to grow out pond or we are selling directly fish. And nowadays 200 gram fish people are taking more. The cost is also more if you take the 250 gram fish.
Another question is that this is somewhat futuristic question. Do you think that when this technology will be widespread, means it will be adopted by large number of persons in every part of the country, whether there will be any difference? Because sometimes we speak about the fish from a particular place. You take the example of Bangladeshi hilsa and Bengali hilsa, there is a difference. Okay. So whether this type of difference will be there, if Biofloc will be there in your Tripura and Biofloc will be there in Ranital Bhadrak, can you assure that the fish coming from all these places will be same?
No, sir. No, because throughout the country, Government of India, Ministry of Animal Husbandry and Fisheries, Matsya Sampad Yojana, they have developed Prime Minister Matsya Sampad Yojana. They have make a scheme of this Biofloc and RAS. So thing is that people, though have lot of water, say West Bengal, in urban area we are promoting this technology, as well as some of the rural area also where water scarcity is there. There also we are promoting. Government is giving ample of subsidy, say 40 to 50% subsidy to popularize this technology to achieve the production in aquaculture sector. Because nowadays we are exploring marine, but our inland catch is very challenging nowadays, inland catch particularly. So every day people are needed feed and fish, and a lot of huge demand of fish is there in the market, if you will see. So fresh fish, if you want to get, so we are recommended now in Punjab. Many people they are adopted in Punjab, but as this is the new system, it is developing from Israel and from other country. Some compatibility we have to thinking, particularly dissolved oxygen is always essential. We have to provide aeration. So some people are giving 24 aeration. When dissolved oxygen saturation is there, when floc is already formed, then we can reduce the dissolved oxygen concentration. We can reduce our aeration system. So we are trying. Still, many ICR research institutes are on many universities and R&D, but at least I am telling for nursery rearing culture, this is 100% already successful. When fish is about 50, then thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, please? Okay, I have a curiosity. Like, so
sir,
what I understand is you do the spawning inside the lab.
Sir.
Then you move the spawns into the outside the pond for growth, or how does it work?
Sir, actually we are having yearling. For research, we keep yearling. Whatever the spawn is there, we are having our tank, we are keeping it. And whenever we want to use this 15 gram, 60 gram, small size, fingerling size, we go for experiment. We are having. We have breeding unit also.
No. Sorry. I'm not asking about experiment. I'm asking about these examples you gave.
Yeah.
People that have adopted the technology, right?
Sir.
So are they spawning in the lab? And then...
No. They are procuring from local market.
What are they procuring from local market?
Spawn. They are procuring the spawn and fingerling size fish.
And then they are just putting Biofloc where?
Biofloc they're producing inside the tank, and they are putting the fish. Say 15 gram, 10 gram fish.
So this fish, they grow inside the tank. Not in an open pond or anything.
Not in an open pond. That is a confined tank. Say you can say plastic polythene like tank.
Okay. So what's the difference between, like, naturally we had before, like Mr. Naik said, there is a Hilsa, Padma Hilsa, and then Hooghly Hilsa, and they were growing naturally. What difference does this one make?
Sir, thing is that one highly culture when we will give, definitely there is some difference in quality, but when we will harvest it, if we want to sell, it's okay. If you want to make it for table size fish, then we cannot keep in the Biofloc tank. Then problem will start. If when it will reach certain level, then we are just putting the Biofloc, we are just putting it in grow out pond, and nutritionally there is no such difference between the natural pond fish and the Biofloc pond fish, sir.
Okay.
And mortality also less. Once fish get accumulated, initial period for 1 week is very vital for fish for new condition. So in that time, we must monitoring continuously the water quality parameter, particularly ammonia nitrate pH. And we are ensuring that at least 5 ppm dissolved oxygen is always 24 hours available to the fish. Then there is no problem. And by taste wise also, sir, we don't get any differentiate. We are consuming many times. And I am not showing about the bhanami or prawn or any lobster. They are in USA, your Canada, in South, particularly Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Many people, they are farming in shrimp farm. This technology has been successful. In Indonesia, lot of export is going on this Biofloc unit. So they don't get so much difference in taste, as well as very rare disease has been reported. But when fish size is growth, suppose 500 gram fish is there in Biofloc tank, then so gill infection will be there because it will consume the floc continuously. It will have some problem.
Okay.
So
that's a good point. No, that's a good point. So there is a health risk in the natural environment, as opposed to when you have a controlled environment, the health risk is reduced.
Sir.
That's a very good point. I didn't realize that. But my next question is this something that you are envisioning will also help in carbon sequestration?
Sir, actually, this thing is also under our research program, but carbon is definitely, we have to focus on carbon.
No, I understand. But will it be something you are thinking help in the carbon sequestration process if many people adopt this technology? Because you are adding carbon, right, to the flocculant. So,
yes, definitely. But our main thing is that how do we reduce the fish feed? Still, carbon has lot of scope, different source we can get. But what happened? Lot of fish, while we are making commercial feed, we are using different fish meal, like small fish, your small different marine sector fish we are using to produce the fish meal. Ton of fish meal we are using the fish for producing the feed. That level we are thinking as a aquaculturist. I want to making the reduce the feed cost and utilize minimum utilize of our aquaculture resource.
So the waste is being reutilized, is what you are saying?
Yes, yes. It is basically conversion of natural food within the system.
Okay.
By retaining the waste.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? Well, thank you, Dr. Mahanand. This was very interesting. I don't personally, I didn't understand some of the terminology, but I'm very proud that as a CAETian, you all are engaged in such variety of activities and have achieved certain scale of research or production or whatever. So I congratulate you for that. Also, congratulations on your appointment as associate professor.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And the morning also I discussed with my wife. I have given many seminar to my professor during my master, UG, PG, PhD is the common, then different sponsor agency. This is one of my first presentation to my beloved alumni and of my proud alumni. So I am very confident to means here with me whatever I will tell. So it is very happy and privileged moment for me that this is the first time in my professional career, already 14-15 year professional career, I am deliver something for my alumni from my alma mater people. So it is
excellent.
A very great pleasure for me.
Thank you, and thank you for sparing your time. I'm sorry that we had some issues with your electricity.
Yes, sir. Actually, immediately rainfall happened. Now weather is sometime different. So
right.
I want that I will not go to home. Here some backup is there, but it is differentiated. College I am sitting. If might be inverter is working.